Hello, sports fans. Clump here, and this is Tigerama. I have 8 new additions. I'm going to display some TTM returns and some purchases. So let's get right to it. With a TTM, a 1 of 1 in 16 days, from former Tigers pitcher Steve Fukult. Mr. Fukult signed the 78 tops, beautifully in blue Sharpie. Looks amazing. Steve Fukult pitched in the majors from 73 to 78 for the Rangers, the Tigers, and the Royals. He had a career win-loss of 35 and 36, a career ERA of 3.21, and he recorded 52 saves in that short amount of time. After retiring for a short time in the 80s, he was a police officer, but then became a pitching coach in the minor leagues. Very cool. Next is a 4 of 4 TTM in 38 days from former Major League infielder Tom Brookins. Mr. Brookins signed the 87 tops, awesome in blue. The 88 Fleer, shout out to Baseball Fan 75, how good does that one look? The 89 Fleer, all just stunning. And also a 1990 score. But he's playing for a team that is not the Detroit Tigers. Tom Brookins was drafted by the Tigers in 1975, 4th overall. He played for the Tigers from 79 to 88, of course, winning the World Series in 1984. He then played one season for the Yankees and one season for Cleveland. After retiring, he managed and coached teams in the minor leagues and coached in the majors, mostly alongside Jim Leyland, who was Tom's manager back in the 70s. And in 2017, Jim Leyland managed the Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, and Tom Brookins and Alan Trammell were both coaches. How cool is that? Next is a purchase, a 1 of 1, from former Major League catcher Lance Parish. Yeah, Mr. Parish on the 81 Fleer there. Very nice and thin blue Sharpie with the number inscribed. Lance Parish was offered a scholarship to play football for UCLA, but turned it down and was drafted by the Tigers out of high school in 1974. He was the Tigers catcher from 77 to 86. Then he played for the Phillies, the Angels, the Mariners, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and the Blue Jays, finally retiring in 95. And in that time, he was an 8-time All-Star, won 3 Gold Gloves, 6 Silver Sluggers. In that, he hit 324 career home runs and 1,070 RBIs. After retiring, he coached in the minor leagues and coached for the Tigers for a bit. Lance Parish. Next is a 1 of 1 in 24 days with a $25 donation or fee from former Major League second baseman Lou Whitaker. Got Mr. Whitaker on this 81 tops. A gift from my friend Tony Black. Shout out to Tony Black. Looks good. Sweet Lou Whitaker was drafted out of high school by the Tigers in 1975. Played his entire major league career for the Tigers from 1977 to 1995. He was the AL Rookie of the Year in 1978 and an All-Star 5 times in a row. He won 3 Gold Gloves, 4 Silver Sluggers, and in the 1985 All-Star game, he forgot to pack his uniform. Realizing this shortly before the game, he had to purchase a jersey with no number on it and draw the number 1 on the back of the jersey with a permanent marker. After the game sometime, he was contacted by the Smithsonian Museum, who requested the jersey. And to this day, that jersey is a part of the Smithsonian's baseball collection. How sweet is that? He may never make the Hall of Fame, but he is in the Smithsonian. And next is a purchase. A 1 of 1. From former Major League pitcher, Hall of Famer, Jack Morris. Got Mr. Morris on the 81 Fleer there in ink pen, but shows up nice. Very cool. Jack Morris played college baseball at BYU. Was drafted by the Tigers in '76 in the 5th round. He was called up when Mark Fidrich got injured in 1977. He pitched for the Tigers from then till 1990. Then pitched for the Twins in 91, the Blue Jays in 92 and 93, and Cleveland in 94. He's a 4-time World Series champion. 1 with the Tigers in 84, then 3 in a row. In 91 with the Twins, and 92 and 93 with the Blue Jays. He was the MVP in the 91 World Series. He was also a 5-time All-Star. Threw a no-hitter in 84. His numbers retired by the Tigers, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018. After retiring, he's done some part-time coaching for the Tigers and a lot of commentating for the Twins, the Blue Jays, and the Tigers. Jack Morris, 4 World Series in a row. How do you not hear that more often? Next is a purchase, a 1 of 1, from Lou Whitaker's double play partner for 19 seasons, the great Alan Trammell. Got him on the 89 Fleer All-Star in black Sharpie. Alan Trammell was drafted out of high school by the Tigers in '76. He played in his entire major league career with the Tigers from '77 to '96. He was the MVP of that '84 World Series. He was a 6-time All-Star, won 4 Gold Gloves and 3 Silver Sluggers. He had his number retired by the Tigers and was inducted into the Hall of Fame that same year, 2018, with Jack Morris. How cool was that? After retiring, he coached for the Tigers and even managed them from 2003 to 2005. He then coached for the Cubs and managed them for a very short time while Lou Piniella was suspended. He then coached for the Diamondbacks. Kirk Gibson was the manager. They were both fired in 2013. Alan Trammell managed them for the final 3 games after that happened. And in 2014, he returned to the Tigers as a special assistant and still is to this day. Awesome. Next is another purchase, a 1 of 1 from a former Tigers pitcher, Mark the Bird Fidrich. Got the 1981 Donruss. It looks awesome. It's in blue Sharpie. Mark Fidrich joined the Tigers as a non-roster invitee to spring training in 1976, which is one of the strangest things I've ever heard. He was invited to spring training. It worked out. He made his first major league appearance that April, and by his 3rd appearance, he was starting. He wound up the 1976 American League Rookie of the Year. Although his career only lasted from 1976 to 1980, all with the Tigers, due to injuries, for part of 1976 and 1977, Mark was the most popular and most famous baseball player in the world. He was the first baseball player on the cover of the Rolling Stone, He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated twice, once with Big Bird, and was just a rock star in the world of baseball. Everywhere he went, attendance would double, triple. They'd sell out most of the time when attendance at any other game was abysmal. Everyone wanted to see the Bird. He was a great guy. I seen him at a signing in 1994. I was in line to get his autograph. I was at the very back of the line, so when I got close, I let the couple people who were behind me in front of me, so I was last in line. When I got up there, he signed my cards, and I started talking and asking questions. He invited me to sit down in the seat next to him, and we talked for probably about a half hour. I was 14 years old. He answered all my questions, even though they were the same questions he'd answered a million times. He answered them all with a mile-wide smile, treated me like I was Bob Uecker. It was insane. What a guy. Mark Fidrich, the Bird. R.I.P. And the last is a one-of-one purchase from former Major League Hall of Fame outfielder and Mr. Tiger, Al Kaline. Bought this, I think it's 2004 Don Ross Hall of Fame Heroes, Al Kaline. Autographed nicely in blue Sharpie. Little smudge, but I'll take it. It's an Al Kaline autograph, and I don't have one. I do now. Al Kaline went straight from high school to the majors in 1953. In 1955, at the age of 20, he ended the season with a .340 batting average and was the batting champion. Oh, I messed that up. I'm going to keep going. This video is so long. I've done it like 6 times, you guys. Oh, he was the youngest person to win the batting title since Ty Cobb done it in 1907 at the age of 20. He was also the youngest player to hit 3 home runs in one game. Played his whole career for the Tigers from 53 to 74. Was an All-Star 18 times. Won 10 Gold Gloves. Won the Roberto Clemente Award in 73. Was the AL batting champion in 55, of course. A World Series champion in 1968. Had a lifetime batting average of .297. Hit 3,007 hits. 399 home runs. 1,583 RBIs. His number 6 has been retired by the Tigers, of course. And he was a first ballot Hall of Famer inductee in 1980. After retiring, he was a commentator alongside fellow Hall of Famer George Kell, calling Tigers games from 1975 to 2002. In 2003, he became a special assistant for the Tigers, coaching and mentoring the outfielders, a role he played right up until his passing in April 2020. He was a Detroit Tiger for 67 years, and that's why he is Mr. Tiger. Thank you for everything, Al Kaline. Thank you, Mark Fidrich. Thank you, Jack Morris. Thank you, Alan Trammell. Thank you, Lou Whitaker. Thank you, Lance Parish, Tom Brookins, Scott Fukult. Thank you guys for watching. Best luck on your return. See you soon.